Hello everyone, and welcome to my CBS Bold and Beautiful Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Electra is bought off by Forrester with a promotion. According to teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Forrester is doing all in his power to win Electra over, even outright bribery. When is offering Electra Forrester a chance that she cannot refuse, how can she possibly think about forgiving Will Spencer? Is being unethical? Forrester told Electra that she will be their company's next big star this week on The Bold and the Beautiful. has actually made the decision to take Hope Logan's position and launch her own teen fashion brand. Future prospects for Electra? Electra Forrester has only ever wanted to be the focus of attention and create jewelry. She can't, and would never, turn down the offer that the Forrester prince is offering her. All he needs to do now is win his family over. B&B spoilers indicate that will be excited to tell his parents about his ideas for an Electra line. will probably persuade Rich Forrester that Electra is the solution to their Logan issue because he is in dire need of something novel and exciting. He will thereby gain favor with both his parents and his prospective partner. won't likely need to put in much effort to win Electra over if he secures her ideal position as the new Hope Logan. However, she can't truly refuse a date with him at this time and run the danger of having her promotion revoked by the Forresters whether she wants to or not. Is Electra now forced to date Steffi's wardrobe choices raise suspicions, and Jacqueline McInnes is pregnant once more. According to spoilers on The Bold and the Beautiful, viewers have concerns about some of Steffi Forrester Finnegan's wardrobe choices. Is it possible that Jacqueline McInnes is trying to conceal another pregnancy in real life? Many watchers have noted that Steffi has recently chosen some strange outfits. Let's take a time to examine Steffi's peculiar style, as social media has been ablaze with comments about her varied looks. Steffi seems to have been wearing fairly baggy clothing lately. Rather than being a flattering fit, Steffi's loose-fitting outfit choices seem to be intended to conceal something. Does Jacqueline McInnes have another pregnancy? Could that be the cause of Steffi's loose-fitting clothing? Wood and her husband, Elon Ruspoli, have expressed a desire to have a large brood. Already, Ruspoli and Wood are proud parents of 5 kids, the youngest of whom was born in 2025. Of course, Wood might want a young girl too, with all those boys running about. It's important to remember that nobody would be shocked if Wood and Ruspoli tried again for a girl. However, it's also likely that Wood has just fallen prey to whatever wardrobe issue B&B is experiencing. These days, a lot of the costumes on the CBS serial opera fall short, particularly for the female characters. Sometimes the women dress like they're prepared for a sack race, and other times they wear what appears to be lingerie to work. There aren't any exquisite outfits in sight for a presentation that is supposed to be focused on making them. With Sheila Carter and all the chaos that is about to erupt in Monaco, Steffi has a lot more drama ahead of her in her most recent plot. Don't miss all the terrible news that will be revealed because Finn will become entangled in the commotion that is developing. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful indicate that Sheila, Steffi, and Finn's trip to Monaco will undoubtedly be unforgettable. Revealed the issue that Taylor and Deacon are unable to resolve. Deacon made every effort to create a lovely evening. The Cliff House has the perfect atmosphere. The candles shone brightly. The promise of a new beginning permeated the air. He stated everything a lady would want to hear when he proposed to Taylor on Tuesday's show by getting down on one knee. Deacon vowed that he was more certain than ever about his future. He maintained that she was the sole owner of his heart. However, fans are able to see through the mirrors and smoke. At the heart of this hurried interaction is a stark contrast. Deacon is adamant that his relationship with Sheila is over. He says he's moved on totally. Sheila, however, continues to be an unseen third party in his new partnership. Every intimate conversation they have is dominated by her. Sheila dominates their romantic meals. Her shadow stays in the room even at the most private moments. Furthermore, it probably won't go away very soon. This leads us to the central query of this plot. Have Deacon and Taylor established a solid rapport? Or is the only thing keeping them together their common past with Sheila? Their foundation appears unstable when the romance is removed. Remembering how this friendship began in the first place is important. Emotional dishonesty gave rise to it. Week after week, Deacon sat on Taylor's therapy sofa. He cheated on Sheila emotionally by taking advantage of those weak points. Taylor turned into a refuge for him. She provided a much-needed diversion from the turmoil in his marriage. Their romance is now driven by outside drama. Fighting a common enemy is giving them a rush of adrenaline. They enjoyed the rush of disobeying Steffi's severe demands. They found meaning and purpose in defending one another. However, that is merely a trauma bond and not a solid basis for a long-term partnership. The illusion diminishes if Sheila is taken out of the image. Mutual objectives and shared interests are necessary for a genuine friendship. It requires a relationship that is not dependent on a catastrophe. Deacon and Taylor don't have that at the moment. They discuss Sheila's mental status throughout their chats. They spend their days speculating about Sheila's future actions. They are worn out from fighting for their love. What else do they have if they don't have a secret to protect or a monster to battle? They might discover that they have nothing in common. Deacon wants to think he has changed. He desires a secure existence with a well-known psychotherapist. In contrast to Ridge, Taylor wants to think that she has at last found a man who prioritizes her. However, they are both deceiving themselves. They are concealing their own turbulent pasts from one another. A new chapter does not begin with this suggestion. It's a desperate attempt to control a diversion before reality catches up with them. Brooke's loss, Monaco reunion, and taco proposal. In the meantime, Steffi Forrester Finnegan is in Monaco for a reunion. Brooke Logan Forrester also has to deal with another setback. Ridge Forrester interrogates Steffi in Monaco. There is a breathtaking scene in front of her, so why is she staring at her phone? Steffi clarifies that she is awaiting the arrival of John Finnegan. They talk about every meeting they have. Katie Logan Spencer and Hope Logan Spencer are the subjects of Brooke's complaints. According to Ridge, their numbers are poor. They must act swiftly to control the harm. Steffi visits Finn. Sheila Carter leans over Finn to gaze out the window of the aircraft. She is told by the doctor to board the next flight back to Los Angeles. He declines Sheila's offer of nibbles. The aircraft begins to touch down. Sheila desires a convertible. The man tells his biological mother to stay inside the airport. According to Finn, Monaco will not experience a miracle. He will not allow her to spoil Steffi's vacation. Finn has already arranged for her to return home via plane. Sheila begins to gripe. Finn interrupts, promising not to let Steffi know that she was present. But he can't let Sheila spoil their time together with Steffi. After being left on her own, Sheila chooses to make the most of her limited time. Fanny Grayson stops Ridge and Brooke while they are taking in Monaco's sights. The woman has made the decision to accept Logan's offer of scent. Bridge is taken aback. FC was already committed to Daphne Rose Walton, according to Fanny. While Brooke and Ridge take in the news, Fanny leaves. Brooke laments that Katie has taken everything from her once they are back in their hotel suite. Ridge tries to divert his wife's attention. He enjoys hanging around with her. Steffi shows up in front of the Monaco chapel. Finn says he's on his way in a text. Finn rushes to Steffi as the bells sound. In front of the sacred church, they kiss and have a passionate reunion. It wasn't until I typed it that I understood how strange it was. In any case, Steffi refers to him as the man of her dreams. Yes, until she learns about Sheila. Speaking of which, Sheila is standing behind a sunflower field. From a distance, the woman observes Shin's kiss. Back in Los Angeles, Taylor Hayes cleans up after the kids while Deacon Sharp prepares tacos. They discuss Monaco, Sheila, and Steffi. She is a blessing in Deacon's life. Now Deacon is risking his life for her. He gets down on one knee and makes a marriage proposal. A romantic reunion, Taylor's unexpected response, and Sheila's meltdown in Monaco. There will be spoilers for the bold and the beautiful. We can anticipate a reunion between Steffi Forrester Finnegan and Monaco in tomorrow's episode. In the meantime, Taylor Hayes responds to Deacon Sharp's proposal of marriage. Discover what will happen next in the CBS soap opera by continuing to read. Let's start this post with Taylor and Deacon. The couple has been enjoying their time together in Los Angeles while others are in Monaco. Deacon Carter has proposed to Sheila Carter even though the ink on their marriage license is hardly dry. It appears like Taylor will accept. Since they are currently by themselves and have not experienced any issues with Sheila, that is simple. Additionally, Taylor won't be considering the repercussions of accepting the dress because Steffi is also absent. There are many things they aren't considering, even though Taylor will probably want to wed Deacon. For starters, Steffi already finds the connection objectionable. When Steffi finds out that Taylor is getting married to Deacon, how will she respond? Sheila's reaction to learning of the engagement is another issue. Sheila is sliding out of control without Deacon, although she acts as though everything is fine. The woman may lose her mind over an engagement announcement. According to previews for The Bold and the Beautiful, Steffi and John Finnegan will joyfully reunite in front of the Monaco church. This period will allow the couple to savor their reunion. But Sheila is observing from a distance. Finn's silence will make things risky even if Steffi never sees Sheila. I'll wager that Sheila will stay even though Finn told her to board the next aircraft back to Los Angeles. The woman is likely to come up with a wacky plan now that she has seen Shin in front of the cathedral. Sheila is frantically trying to convince Steffi to agree to visitation. The woman is adamant about getting a miracle in Monaco, but what she does next could have disastrous results. Never undervalue the impact of a mother's trauma, regardless of Sheila's good intentions. There could not be a pleasant ending for everyone if Sheila surprises her in Monaco. On Wednesday, August 12, 2026, whose plot are you most excited to see? When Dylan's mother shows up, her father has already arrived? Later this month, Darcy Dillon will make an appearance on The Bold and the Beautiful, and we will finally learn more about her dubious daughter Melissa Dillon. We still don't know anything about Luna Nozawa since the introduction of her killer. For almost a year, there have been rumors that Dillon is actually a member of a well-known family on the daytime soap opera. If that's the case, Darcy's debut will reveal the truth at last. His mother's spidey senses have been tingling ever since Dillon began spying on Will Spencer Jr. Spoilers for Bold and Beautiful indicate that Katie Spencer, Heather Tom, is aware that Melissa Dillon is concealing something, and she will find out. Katie may even be the reason her mother visits the area. Spoilers for Bold and Beautiful indicate that Dillon's father's identity will never be revealed. However, it won't be long until Darcy runs into someone she already knows in Los Angeles. On the soap opera, dollar bills ex-lovers typically appear. However, it's safe to assume that she isn't Dillon's half-sister given how hard he is attempting to have sex with Will Spencer. Although RJ Forrester isn't actually a Forrester, she also made out with him. Actually, Electra is the only person with whom she would be related, and that would be fascinating. Ridge Forrester cannot be portrayed by the authors as Dillon's father because, ugh. But Eric Forrester was once quite the Casanova. A few decades ago, he might have fathered a daughter that he was unaware of. Although Thorne has been absent from The Bold and the Beautiful for years, Dillon would also be a legitimate Forrester if he turned out to be her father. The options are truly limitless. Do you believe Darcy Dillon will disclose that the father of her daughter is a soap opera figure we are already familiar with? If so, who might it be?